Okay, slide 10. Okay, we're going to kind of work backwards on this problem. Okay, this says find the diameter of a circle with a circumference of 56.52 centimeters. Okay, then I'm going to have you find the radius. Okay, but if I gave you the diameter and you wanted to come up with the circumference, and think about this chart that we looked at, okay? If I give you the diameter and I ask you for the circumference, okay, the formula tells you to take 3.14 times the diameter. Okay, 3.14 times the diameter gives you the circumference. Okay, that is the formula. Okay, but it's also the what's going on in this data table. The diameters on the left are multiplied by 3.14 to give you the circumference. Well, let's work backwards. If I have the circumference, okay, if I know the circumference, if I went backwards, I wanted to get to the diameter, I would divide by 3.14. Okay, does that make sense? If you multiply by 3.14 from left to right on this proportional data table, you would divide by 3.14 going backwards, okay, from right to left. So if they give you a circumference of 56.52, which would be a number over here, divide by 3.14 to get the diameter. Okay, so I'm just going to write 56.52 divided by, I'm just going to use a slash, 3.14 gives me, okay, I'm using my calculator, I'm getting 18. So my diameter is 18, let's see, centimeters. Okay, that's my diameter. Okay, I just took the circumference divided by 3.14. That will give me the diameter. Okay, now I can even find the radius. What do you know about radius in terms of diameter? Okay, so if the diameter is all the way across the center of the circle, let me go back to that picture. If the diameter is all the way across the center of the circle, the radius is halfway. Okay, if you know the diameter, just cut it in half. Okay, divide it by 2. So the radius I'm having trouble typing and spelling today. Radius is equal to 18 divided by 2, which is 9 centimeters. Okay, so if they give you the circumference, you can divide by pi, 3.14, to get the diameter. Okay, slide 11 is huge. They like to trick you on iStep and iLearn. If they give you the circumference of the circle, guys, if you ever know the circumference of a circle, just know you could divide by pi to get the diameter, and then you could even find the radius and the area. Okay, you can go nuts with this problem. If they give you the circumference of a circle, you can find the diameter and the radius and the area. Okay, so let's end with that problem in the video. Okay, let's see. Sometimes it's hard to get this to the right. I'm going to move this down to a lower font because I think I'm going to run out of room. And you guys may want to too. Okay, so if I'm given the distance around the wheel of a truck is 9.42 feet. What is the diameter? What is the radius? What is the area? Okay, guys, breathe. You can do it. Okay, the distance around the the distance around the circle is 9.42 feet. Okay, so I'm just going to write that down. Okay, I'm going to find the diameter from that circumference by taking 9.42 and dividing it by 3.14, which is pi approximately. So if I take 9.42 divided by 3.14, I get a diameter of 3 feet. Okay, from that diameter of 3 feet, okay, divided by 3.14, the radius is half of that. The radius of a circle is half the diameter. So I can find that the radius has to be 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5 feet. Okay, does that make sense? We found the diameter by dividing the circumference by 3.14. And we know the radius is half as big as the radius. I'm sorry, the radius is half as big as the diameter. Okay, and now I can find the area. Okay, do you remember pi r squared? Okay, area is pi r squared, which is 3.14 times r times r. So 3.14 times 1.5 times 1.5. So using my calculator for that, I get 7.065 feet squared. 7.065. But you know what? Since everything has been to the 100ths, we've always been getting answers for the most part with area and circumference to the hundredths. I'm going to round that. I'm going to round that to the 100th. So 7.06 or 7.07. I'm going to make that 7.07. Okay, because that 5 to the right of where I want it to round is 5 or bigger. Okay, so you round up. So 7.07 feet squared is the area. Okay, so this is kind of tricky, but if they give you the circumference, you can find the diameter by dividing it by pi. Okay, you can then find the radius by cutting that in half, dividing that by 2. And then once you have the radius, you could use the formula for area, which is pi r squared, okay, to find the area. Okay, guys, let me know if you have any questions at all as you do these. I am here to help you.